Maybe I'm crazy, but we could be wrong about how important quarterbacks are.
Defense wins championships, Joy. I've been saying it.
It does, doesn't it?
Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not, maybe I'm not.
Welcome to the Maybe I'm Crazy podcast. I'm Joy Taylor. That's Brandon Newman.
Hola.
Hello, Brandon. That's that's some shirt. What
Oh,
just happened?
this is my Blake Bortles
What just
jersey.
happened?
What? I spoke over you, and I just don't. I said I'm gonna listen more today. You know what I mean? It was like a note for myself.
Is that your New Year's resolution?
Starting off bad.
To
But
listen.
yeah,
What is that?
it's a Blake Bortles jersey from NFLshop.com. Actually, NFL.net. So it's
It's something.
a little janky.
Okay. Well, it's on brand then for Bortles.
It was a Blake Bortles jersey. They don't sell them anywhere in LA because no one cares about Jacksonville Jaguars.
No one cares
in
about
LA.
Jacksonville anywhere. We'll get to that later.
Yes, of course.
We'll get to the possibility of a Jags-Vikings Super Bowl, which is exactly what the 2017 NFL season deserves. The Cavs might not make it to a fourth consecutive finals appearance like we all thought was in the bag. The earth is not flat. Not flat. Not debatable. We're not having a debate about that. We're going to discuss it, but we're not going to actually debate that because it's not flat. And dinosaurs existed, which I think we will have a debate about, unfortunately.
Yes.
My losers this week are the Browns and the Steelers and Sean Payton. And it's Aaliyah's birthday today.
Oh, really?
Baby girl. Rest in peace.
You should have told me that.
I loved Aaliyah.
Why didn't you tell me that before? You can't just spring that on me.
I mean, you have the internet, right? It's trending on Twitter. It's Aaliyah's birthday.
Rock the boat, guys.
Rock the boat. I loved Aaliyah. I thought I was Aaliyah. There was a point, like,
I don't.
No, young kids don't know. If you didn't grow up with Aaliyah, like,
Yes.
you thought you were Aaliyah. Everyone thought they were Aaliyah.
Yes.
Everyone did the hair, the side part, super straight with a little bump on the end. It can't be straight. It's got a little bump on the ends. I ran track, so I always wear the pants like super low. You know, even though I didn't. No, nobody had Aaliyah's stomach though. Aaliyah had an elite all-time stomach.
I had no idea we were going to start off this podcast talking about Aaliyah's stomach.
You know what I think?
What?
I've never released this take publicly, and I love Beyonce, as we know. No slander to Beyonce, okay?
Listen up, guys.
But I maintain that had Aaliyah not passed, Beyonce would not have the career she has. But if you don't remember Aaliyah and all of her greatness, then you won't understand where I'm coming from.
Joy, you
Not
always
saying
tell
that
me
Beyonce
not to
wouldn't
come
be
after the
queen.
Beehive.
I'm not coming after the Beehive. I'm just saying that I think Beyonce would agree with me. Anyway, let's get to the championships round is set. It's the Jaguars and the Patriots, Eagles and the Vikings after a Minneapolis miracle, which I got to be honest with you, as amazing as that was to watch, didn't make me happy at all.
What?
I mean, what has this season been? We're now down to Nick Foles, Case Keenum, Blake Bortles, and Tom Brady. Two backup quarterbacks, the most disrespected quarterback of all time in Blake Bortles.
That's fair.
And the
Yes.
greatest quarterback of all time in Tom Brady. That's what we have.
Sounds like a party.
It sounds like 2017 is not done with us yet. That's what it sounds like. This whole season, I mean, we had the protest controversy all season, concussions, Ezekiel Elliott, Jerry Jones. Let's not forget Papa John's. That happened. All the injuries to all the superstars. And this is what we're left with. And that's what I'm saying, as amazing as the ending of that Vikings-Saints game was, it killed me a little bit. I need the storylines. I don't care about Jacksonville. I just don't. Jalen Ramsey gave us a nice little nugget, which we'll get to later.
Yes.
But there's just not that much interesting about it. I'm sorry.
Cinderella story.
Okay. No. I want the superstars. But this is what it's come down to for me. This is what's so amazing about this weekend and these matchups, is that for all this time, we and I'm in this camp of you have to have the elite quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
Right.
And we're gonna find out. This is the experiment. We're going to find out. Because forever, the 2000 Ravens have been held in that category. Like, anytime you talk about not having an elite quarterback but winning, that's the team you bring up. But remember the 2000 Ravens or Trent Dilfer.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brad Johnson.
Okay, sure. But the Ravens are
Yes.
the gold standard for that argument.
Right.
Nobody, sure, that's a good addition,
Yes.
but the Ravens are what you refer to in
For
this
sure.
spot. So that's what Jacksonville's being compared to, obviously, because nobody has any faith in Blake Bortles. That's what the Vikings are being compared to, obviously. And the Vikings, I mean, the Eagles, to me, are a more all-around team because they have weapons on offense that are strong. But they don't have a quarterback either. They've got Nick Foles. So you have two backup quarterbacks and Blake Bortles. So we're going to actually be able to find out if we've been building teams the wrong way this whole time. Because for years, the argument is find your elite quarterback and put the other pieces together. That's what Bill Belichick does.
It seems like they've been building it the right way because they have solid backups ready to go and finish everyone talks about backups being able to finish it and take it to the Super Bowl. Everyone
No. Everyone talks about a backup coming in and being able to keep your team afloat. Going to the Super Bowl is a whole different situation. Okay.
Okay, that's fair.
That's and either way, we're going to have a backup quarterback in the Super Bowl because there's going to be a winner of the Eagles-Vikings game.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Those are both backup quarterbacks. So I don't know what's going to happen this weekend, but I'm going to stay in my corner with the Patriots winning the Super Bowl and it's still being you need the elite quarterback to do that. I'm a little excited to see if it goes the other way, though. I have no faith that it does. 0.01% chance I'll give someone else against the Patriots.
I just don't understand the argument of betting against these defense. I said defense wins championships. Everyone talks about this jargon all the time, but they want to get upset when a defense actually leads a team to the Super Bowl.
I think it's like a cliche.
Cliches come from something. They're true.
Okay.
But I would say this after watching.
I was correcting you on the jargon reference.
What?
Look. I love defenses. Okay, I grew up around somebody who played defense pretty well.
Hall of Famer.
But I just feel like the quarterback is the piece that you need. You saw what Drew Brees did at the end of that game. Drew Brees didn't lose that game.
Who did?
Marcus Williams lost that game.
Come on,
poor guy. We're gonna get to him later.
Case Keenum won that game.
No.
Stephon Diggs.
No. Marcus Williams lost that game.
Skull won that.
They didn't win that game. Someone made a mistake. That's what lost that game. That's not debatable. Everyone can agree on that. I just think we're living in the twilight zone, and it's really possible that we get a Jags-Vikings Super Bowl.
Amen.
And it's just the perfect ending to this season and the 2017 season, and I'm very interested to see how it plays out. And on a final note for this weekend, since we have Case Keenum and Nick Foles, the 2015 Rams had both of those quarterbacks before they drafted Goff. They're both going to face off in the NFC Championship. They didn't think much of them, so they traded their 2016 round one, both of their second round picks, their third round pick, and 2017 first round pick and third round pick for Goff, who went 0-7. So Jeff Fisher continues to take L's. I just want to point that. I just feel like it's important if we're going to put facts out there that everyone remembers that happened.
No, that's completely fair, and I thank you for reminding for our listeners that Jeff Fisher is
continuing to take the L.
The loser of all losers.
Take that hot steamy L right there.
Can I say one thing?
Yes.
Vikings. The reason I vote for them blindly, root for them, whatever. Good friends on the Vikings.
Yes, we know.
Kyle Rudolph, Harrison Smith. Okay, there's one more. Michael Floyd. Michael Floyd has fell ASS backwards into – he could fall into 2 Super Bowls. He just won one with the Patriots last year. It's my boy. Didn't do anything. Didn't even dress.
He's so much of your boy you had to think about if
Super
you
ring.
Remember that he was on the team.
You know what? Yes. That's fair.
All right, time for in or out. In or out.
Oh, in or out.
What am I in or out on?
Oh, my gosh. We're getting really fast with that. LeBron James and the Cavs lost to the Warriors last night.
They did.
118-108. They're third place in the East and 7.5 games back behind the Celtics. Not to get too analytical, but they looked really bad. Like doo-doo. Joy, are you in or out on the Cavs winning the East this year?
I think I'm gonna make the bold prediction right now.
Don't do it.
I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it. I think it's time. It's time. Is
Do
it time?
it. Do it
before the
then,
All-Star? I usually don't like to say things before the All-Star break, but we're creeping up on the All-Star break.
Yeah, it's here.
Well, I told you before, I think that the Isaiah Thomas trade is going to go down as the worst trade in NBA history. I stand by that.
And you said it because of defense, which
they're very bad at. So I am out on the Cavs winning the East this year. And it's going to be, I mean, when I power rank like the best days of my life, it will be in the top 5.
Stop.
Like, honestly, the there's like a glow of happiness like right here.
Joy.
Like where your soul lives.
Joy.
Not, soul doesn't live in your heart. Like this is your heart area. This is like your soul. Like when you get happy and your belly gets happy.
I know what it's like to be happy.
You get like butterflies, you know?
Yes,
you know that feeling of happiness?
Yes,
When I imagine just what that day is going to be like when Kyrie Irving beats LeBron James
so petty
in the finals of the East. I mean, definitely top 5 of my whole life, for sure. So part of me is speaking with my soul and wishing it and speaking it into existence. But also, they're 29th in overall defensive rating. Just barely above the Kings.
Yeah.
Okay? No team in the bottom 2 of that stat has ever reached the playoffs. Now, we know they're going to make the playoffs because the East is terrible. By the way, Heat creeping up. Heat creeping up there.
This is the year for the Heat. Every year, this is the year.
Say it. They're creeping up there.
That's on Whiteside. Just saying, like it says it every year.
Funny? You got jokes?
Well, listen, you have to keep the same energy though, because the same reason that I don't care about stars being in the Super Bowl is why I renege and I want stars to be in the.
No. Listen, like overall, that although I do think Kyrie and Boston being in the finals is interesting. They're going to get swept by Golden State. We know Golden State's going to win the West, so that's done. It's just, but they're playing really, really bad defense. Boston can't score the way that the Cavs can score, but the Cavs have all this discontent in the locker room. There's all these tremors, and I know that LeBron likes drama. Like this is the same thing that happens every year, but the difference is, I don't know if anybody's coming to help them. I don't know if they're going to get another player.
Trade deadline's coming up,
and they need another player.
Yeah.
And they're not going to let go of that Brooklyn pick if they don't know if LeBron's going to stay. They can't do it. LeBron has no long-term commitment to the Cavs. They trade for that pick and get someone. It's all going to be temporary. Like, what if they got Paul George? They could both leave at the end of the season. So you're going to try and go all in to win another championship, and you're still probably going to lose the Golden State and then lose everybody. And maybe you keep Isaiah Thomas, maybe you keep Kevin Love. Okay, so you'll make a little noise in the East, but you're not going to the finals with that.
No.
So I don't know. I think I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Boston's going to win the East.
Okay. All right. I'm moving on.
Tell me that wouldn't be amazing, though.
I'm a big Kyrie fan.
Oh, you are?
I believe in a lot of things he
Oh,
believes
God,
in.
Here we go.
We'll get to that later. I'm just telling you. You know
all right,
what I mean?
what's next? What else?
Okay. Speaking of LeBron and the Lakers, last week LeVar Ball spilled some tea suggesting that some of the Lakers don't like playing for their head coach Luke Walton. Mm-hmm. This week, Brian Windhorst solidified those reports when he said, I've got executives in my ear, I've got agents in my ear saying, oh, yeah, they're probably going to get David Fizdale. Mm-hmm. Joy, are you in or out on Luke Walton's days being numbered with the Lakers?
I'm in on that.
In on it.
David Fizdale makes perfect sense. First of all, LeBron is only going to be with a coach that he has a relationship with,
right,
or he can just overrule, which is the situation in Cleveland.
Yes.
Which, by the way, I forgot to mention that everything happening in Cleveland is LeBron's fault because he runs that team. Just that's important. I love David Fizdale. I think Fizdale's great. We discussed this. I love Fizdale. And he was great with the Heat. He's very well liked. And remember when Fizdale got fired, LeBron immediately tweeted, he needs to know what's going on. We know that LeBron knew what happened because he has a phone. I'm sure he has Fizdale's number. I'm sure just text him and asked him, like, hey, what happened? And Fizdale told him. But if I think Luke's done there. I think LeVar was speaking the truth. It was just they had to kind of make it seem like he wasn't.
Right.
Lakers aren't playing well. The way that Lonzo's being handled is not appropriate. Jeannie's going hard for Luke until LeBron's like, hey, Jeannie, I'm going to come to the Lakers. And then she's going to be like, deuces, thanks for playing, Luke, bye-bye. Because what are you picking? And for that matter, forget picking LeBron over Luke. If there's really a problem with Luke Walton and the team, you can't put Luke over Lonzo. Lonzo was Magic Johnson's first big move.
Yeah, Magic Johnson won't put Luke over.
You're not going to bail
Lonzo
on that.
Yeah,
not right now. Not after his rookie season. It's not even to the All-Star break. I know I just said that Boston's going to win the East, but they're not even to the All-Star break. You're not going to bail on that situation. Like if it's Luke Walton or Lonzo Ball, but bye Luke, sorry. It's just how it has to be. You're not bailing on Lonzo. And if LeBron comes,
okay, well,
it doesn't matter. It's a wrap. David Fizdale's going to the Lakers.
Yes.
And LeBron's coming to the Lakers, and that's it.
Okay, well, how is LeBron going to manipulate someone like, I don't know, LeVar Ball? How's that going to work out?
Who's bigger, LeVar Ball or LeBron?
In every sense of the word of what bigger means, LeBron James.
Okay, then that's done. There we go. Then you thought that Magic Johnson was bigger than LeVar Ball, but Magic took on LeVar Ball. He knew what LeVar was.
Yeah.
Here's what's going to happen. And if you just pay attention to what LeVar does, it's very easy to follow. You didn't hear from LeVar Ball when Lonzo was at UCLA. Why?
I don't know.
Because Lonzo was the best player on the team. He was starting. He was doing whatever he wanted. He was awesome.
Yes.
And they ended up being the second round pick. Partly because LeVar was talking him up, but also he was a star. He was the best player on the team. What is there to complain about?
Right.
What is there to bark about? Now, maybe behind the scenes there was stuff going on, but who cares? There's always behind the scenes stuff going on with everybody's family. That's not unique to LeVar Ball. What's unique to LeVar Ball is what happens publicly. So if LeBron comes, they're going to be awesome. They're definitely going to get another max player because they have the money for it. So they're going to be good.
And
LeVar's going to let it happen because what's better than LeBron and Lonzo playing together? LeVar already said it. Now his lineup is obviously ridiculous, but
I love the drama. I would love to see LeVar and LeBron James butt head in Beverly Hills.
They'd be in Brentwood anyway. That's where LeBron's.
Well, yeah. Okay, can we move on?
We can. I mean, I just want this all. When all this happens, like I'll be here sipping my coffee.
Okay, through a straw. Just in case.
I don't want to mess my lipstick up.
I know. Okay, moving on. Laundry detergent is back in the news. Finally. Dumb teenagers from I know, exactly. Dumb teenagers from around the country are participating in the Tide Pod Challenge, where kids film themselves eating a Tide Pod and posting the video to social media. Tide partnered with Rob Gronkowski, of all people, to help put an end to the stupidity. In the video, Gronk said, "Use Tide Pods for washing, not eating."
Solid advice.
What an idea.
Solid advice.
Joy, are you in or out on this being proof that Rob Gronkowski is finally growing up?
I am in on it. I've known Rob since he was 16 years old.
Ooh.
I consider him a younger brother.
Really?
Obviously, we're not technically related. I feel like that's visually obvious.
I did not know that. I knew you were friends with him. I didn't know how long.
No, I've known Rob since he was a child.
Wow.
Literally a child. I love this. First of all, this is solid advice. Gronk, most people would assume, would do something like eat Tide Pods.
Yes, film it and put it on social media.
So him telling you that you should not eat Tide Pods is not only solid advice, I think it's proof that Rob is really, he's settling into his own now. I love it. Rob knows I love him.
Okay, he has shown some maturity in post-game press conferences. He's mentioned that he's not supposed to talk about some things. I love
Rob's serious.
Yes.
I mean, they're my favorite. Rob's serious post-game press conferences and serious post-game interviews are amazing. They're the most coach speak thing I've ever seen. It tops anything Tom Brady could ever come up with. On a side note, what are your parents doing?
What do you mean?
What is this thing?
With the Tide
What
Pod?
would your mother do to you if she caught you making a video of yourself eating a Tide Pod?
I don't even know.
What is this?
Give me away?
What is this thing? Yeah, she would give you. My mom was always trying to give me away.
Yeah.
Anytime I was acting up in public, she'd be like, "You live here now. I don't know what you think it is, but this is where you live. You want to act crazy? Live here.
Also,
good luck. Find another family."
Tide Pods, that's in the upper percentile. I'm sure there's people back in the
we
day.
always use Tide.
I was probably sipping
skin.
extra.
I had sensitive skin.
Oh yeah.
I had the eczema.
Yeah,
I was a sick kid. I always had the same thing. Gain.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mother would kill me. If I survived eating the soap, well, first of all, I'm saying too much. I'm telling too much. You ever get your mouth washed out with soap?
I mean, once or twice.
Okay.
Like you only need one, really.
Yeah, you don't. That's not something you repeat.
Yes.
Whatever you did to get your mouth washed out with soap, we did the hot sauce thing too.
Yeah.
When we were younger.
I told my brother to shut the F up. And I said to my mom, "Sorry, mom, so sorry." Soap in the mouth.
You said the F word?
He was
my
friend. Out of pocket.
My friend said ass once, and my dad heard it, and I got beat. I'm like, I didn't even say it. They're like, well, you should have told her it was a bad word. I'm her parent now?
You don't bring that friend around.
Listen, stop eating this stupid Tide Pods. What is this? Kids want to do anything to be YouTube stars.
It's working too.
Well, I haven't watched any of these videos because I can't give them views. It's not available.
That is true. Yeah.
What happens to these children?
I don't know.
They have to get their stomach pumped. Has anyone watched those stupid videos? Thank God no one in here has seen that. Stop eating the Tide Pods. Listen to Rob Gronkowski. Rob Gronkowski is giving you good life advice.
Somebody on the staff needs to be watching those videos. I'm sorry. We'll have a meeting afterwards. Somebody needs to be watching those videos.
I don't even want to know. Don't even encourage it.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
Back to some football. Jalen Ramsey, friend and coworker of the great Blake Bortles, guaranteed that the Jackson Jaguars will win the Super Bowl.
Right.
Some say Ramsey's making a huge mistake by giving Tom Brady and the Patriots bulletin board material. Others respect the power of speaking things into existence. I think I'm in that camp. We all know how you feel about the Jags and their fearless leader, Blake Bortles.
Right.
Joy, are you in or out on Jalen Ramsey guaranteeing a Super Bowl win for the Jags?
First of all, Jalen Ramsey is obviously the fearless leader of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
That
I think that's pretty obvious.
is debatable, but yes.
Whoever you give the mic to at the fan rally is the leader.
Okay. Yes.
Did Blake Bortles even talk at that thing?
I don't know. It wasn't worth posting
if it was.
Put on social media.
So obviously, first of all, Jalen's super swaggy. That coat. Oh.
You see, everybody was kind of wearing a tan coat. I feel like it was like
was it tan coat?
I feel like it was like a nice little tan fur coat, like
tan coat
Shaft,
Sunday?
like Isaac Hayes.
It was very Isaac Hayes. I liked it, but I don't like him guaranteeing a Super Bowl. It's silly. Anytime that used to be my bit when I would interview someone before a big game, like guarantee a win tonight. It's funny. Because you know you're not supposed to do it.
No,
you're not supposed to do it. You don't do it, and you don't do it before Tom Brady. Okay, if you're going up against any other team, I'm fine with it, but you can't do it to Tom Brady. What happened to the Titans? How many points did the Patriots score? Like 700?
I mean, yeah.
What did I tell you? It wasn't gonna be safe for work.
Yes, you were right on that. Yes,
it should not have been aired on cable television. The children shouldn't be allowed to watch that. You can't do it. You cannot do it. And let's not forget, I like the Jags defense. There's nothing you can say about it. They're beasts. Love it. But they also gave up 42 points to the Steelers. You can call it garbage points if you want, or garbage yards, as Jim Moore Jr. referred to it.
Joy.
They put up 42 points.
The Killer Bees will do that.
What do you mean they will do that?
At home?
They lost 30-9 during the regular season. I understand the first half was a blowout, but that's still 42 points. Yeah, if Tom Brady throws for whatever it was, 426 yards, whatever Ben threw for, you feel like you're winning? Tom Brady throws for over 400 yards, you feel like you're winning that game? Who's he playing against? God?
If he's playing against Blake Bortles,
Jesus wouldn't play that game. Okay, so no, I am not in on this. I love the swag. I love the easy applause guy. I'm easy applause guy. Anytime you host an event, any sort of thing where you need to entertain the crowd, always go for the easy applause. Unless you're playing Tom Brady, that's good advice. Rob Gronkowski's giving good advice. I'm giving good advice. Always go for the easy applause, except when you're playing Tom Brady.
Who you got this weekend?
Oh, who do I have in the Jags Patriots game?
No. Moving on. Okay, Kyrie Irving, the Celtics' favorite flat Earth truther, went on JJ Redick's podcast recently to talk about Duke basketball, Kyrie's move to Boston, and of course the Earth being flat. During the podcast, JJ Redick also revealed that he doesn't believe in dinosaurs. Hot take alert, JJ Redick, very smart man. Duh. Joy, are you in or out on the Earth being flat? Joy, are you in or out on the Earth being flat? You okay?
I'm out on the Earth being flat, obviously. I feel like that goes without saying. But since this is a conversation, I will clarify the Earth is not flat. All right?
In your opinion.
I am not a scientist, but I am in the camp of the Earth is not flat.
Right.
AKA anyone who has a brain knows that the Earth is not flat.
I am in that camp as well. I will say that.
Thank God. All right,
yes,
that you're in that camp.
Yes.
Okay. But I also think that Kyrie is trolling everyone. There is no way that Kyrie truly believes the Earth is flat. I think he said it, and now someone went with it. So now he's literally just trolling all of us.
There's a chance he thinks it.
There's no chance that he believes that the Earth is flat.
There's a chance that he thinks it.
What does that even mean? What does that mean? I can't have a conversation with someone who doesn't believe that the Earth is round.
We're sitting here on a table.
People go into outer space, okay? They go. Leland Melvin, all right, friend of mine. He's an astronaut. He went into outer space. Leland, yes. Okay. He went into outer space. He was in the space, okay? He looked down at the Earth is round. How do you think satellites work? You think satellites stick in one place and they just shoot the thingies out to a flat disk? That's what you believe? I don't know. Listen, I'm not a scientist, as I said. It's pretty clear.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know.
That's not my thing.
Okay.
But the Earth is not flat. All right.
Okay.
This isn't a debate. There's nothing that we have to have a conversation about. What we do have to have a conversation about, okay? And if you believe the Earth is flat, like just, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but you know what to do yourself. You, however, revealed, and this is why we're talking about this, because you and JJ Redick are silliness. You don't believe in dinosaurs? What does that mean?
I don't. It doesn't benefit me to believe in dinosaurs. I'm gonna say. Yes. Let me say this.
Incorrect.
Let me say this.
Erroneous. It does benefit you because you sound like you sound like you sound like silliness.
Let me say this.
It does benefit. You can't take someone serious who doesn't believe in dinosaurs.
Joy.
If you don't believe in aliens, I still don't take you serious, but at least I can be like, okay, maybe it's because of your religion or something. Like you believe that you are the only being in the entire universe. Like, okay, it's a little obnoxiously arrogant, but at least I can understand it if it's coming from a religious place. If you are not a religious person and you don't believe in aliens, I can't take you serious either. So you don't believe in dinosaurs, you believe in aliens.
The only reason I would believe in dinosaurs is because I believe in aliens. To be honest with you.
What does that mean?
Exactly what I said.
No, okay.
I said what I said. I love that meme. I said what I said.
So you believe that there are no dinosaurs that walked the earth.
Let me tell you this. Let me start this way.
It's a very simple yes or no question.
I'm glad this came up because a friend of mine said she went out on a date with a USC football player the other day. Said
this is how this conversation came up.
He said he didn't believe in dinosaurs. She said, well, I can no longer date you.
She's a smart woman.
And he replied, okay, that's fine, but also know that like 70% of football players don't believe in dinosaurs.
That's
she told me that. She told me that, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. I never talked to anyone else about this. I don't believe in dinosaurs. I don't believe in dinosaurs either. I never have. It's just so silly.
Is it coming from a religious place?
I think it's a programming thing for like Discovery Channel and
like Shark Week?
Yeah. Oh.
So you don't believe in sharks now?
Don't get me started on my Shark Take. That's for another episode.
Shark Tank? Shark Tank.
My Shark Take.
Oh, your Shark Take?
It's a different episode.
Why? It's extensive?
I don't believe sharks are real either.
Okay, come on. All right. Here
What?
we go.
They're government mutations. The government's doing something in the ocean. We need to look deeper into why the people who got bit got bit.
There's sharks with freaking laser beams on their heads.
People. It's like Hunger Games and the mutated little animals.
He does not speak for me. Okay, just to be clear.
That's what I believe.
All these horrible takes are coming from Brandon Newman. I do not agree with any of them. Your friend is smart to drop him. Okay. Red flag, all right? See, that women should be more aggressive about red flags. When you say something like that,
okay.
you should be aggressive about it. You know
a
what?
Big lizard.
I don't need to waste any
stuff.
more time with you because you don't believe in dinosaurs. This date is over. Thank you for your time.
Okay, if y'all want to make fairy tales make believe, I believed in Peter Pan for a certain amount of time too. Then I realized it's fake. Boys don't stay boys forever.
Wow.
Rob Gronkowski, shout out.
Also moving on. He's grown now.
Russell Wilson and Ciara were seen at Mr. Chow's in Beverly Hills on Friday night. Afterwards, the couple visited 2 different dessert spots to satisfy their sweet tooths. Mm-hmm. Joy, are you in or out on dessert for dinner?
I'm very in on it. My very wise grandmother, Violet, rest in peace, Grammy, always said, eat dessert first in case you die during dinner.
Ooh.
She's a little bit morbid.
Yes.
But she was tough. She had a tough life.
When they thought about that, it was a different time. You could have died during dinner.
I don't think she meant it literally, but it is good advice. I am very in on dessert for dinner. I think you should eat whatever you want. I don't like food shamers, although I food shame people. I don't like when people food shame me, is what I should say.
Yes,
yeah, because I can't deal with picky eaters. I can't be around it. Like
I know this whole thing. I realize that.
What?
You have a whole thing about it.
I can't deal with food separatists.
Yes.
The ones that have the thing like, okay, my peas can't touch the corn, can't touch the meat,
Shouts
or they eat
episode.
like they get a plate and they eat like all the meat and then all of this side, then all of this side. There's no mixing.
Yes.
I can't be around it. It's too much control. I think it's a reflection of your personality. Sorry. I'm very in on dessert for dinner, and it's my birthday tomorrow.
Hey,
it's Leah's birthday today. Obviously, Martin Luther King Jr.'s
birthday. What are you guys doing?
Yesterday.
Thank you.
It's a national holiday.
Yes.
As we all know.
Yeah,
I celebrate my birthday for the entire month.
As you should, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what other way there is to do it.
Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday as well.
Yes. I
today,
mentioned that while everyone was clapping.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So I'm going to power rank my desserts. Oh, by the way, before we get into this, this is the coolest thing about Russell Wilson and Ciara.
Stop it, but I agree.
Yeah.
They're not very cool.
Not cool.
The coolest thing about Russell Wilson.
Ciara used to be the swaggiest because nobody could dance like Ciara.
Goodies back in the day.
Yes.
So good.
You can't. No one can do it. No one can do it though.
She's so good.
I really love Petey Pablo. Is that wrong?
No.
Okay.
Take your shirt off, right around the head like a helicopter. North Carolina.
Love to warm up. I mean, if you're warming up to Petey Pablo, can you lose? Can you lose? Can you lose a game if you warm up to Petey Pablo?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Also, Drumline.
What about Drumline?
They played Petey Pablo at the end of Drumline.
Oh yes! Shouts out to Nick Cannon.
I always watch Drumline.
Such a good movie.
It's a good movie. I don't care. I love it.
What do you mean? Okay, it's like I bet it has a 99 on Rotten Tomatoes.
No, I bet you it has a low rating. We're gonna look it up in a moment, but I'll guarantee you Drumline has a low rating. I'm gonna guess. First of all, I hate Rotten Tomatoes. I watch what I want to watch. All right, I don't need you telling me what's good or not, what's not good.
Reflection of my personality.
I'm gonna guess it has a 12% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay. Well, while I look this up, I would say the coolest thing about Russell Wilson is that he is the stepfather to Future's child. Just want to go on record and say that. And it's no slight to him. Ooh! Drumline got an 82 on Rotten Tomatoes, Joy.
They're keeping it real nowadays?
Keeping it real.
Good.
I'm about to watch that tonight.
Yeah, that's such a good movie. Okay. Anyway, let's do this because this is the whole point of bringing this up.
Yes.
And I don't disagree with your take on Russell Wilson. Top 5 desserts.
Yes.
All right. You have your top 5?
Now I do.
I have my top 5.
You go first.
All right. Because I think birthday cake is kind of overrated.
What do you mean by birthday cake? Like
right,
confetti?
It's fine. Yeah, it's confetti cake. The best thing about confetti birthday cake is confetti cake ice cream.
That's fair.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not going to push back on that.
Yeah, you can't push back on that.
No.
My number 1 favorite dessert is key lime pie. Get it every time.
I just had some key lime pie. It's strong.
Tart. It's delicious.
That's the
Bread
word.
pudding.
Bread pudding.
Cheesecake.
Ooh.
Red velvet cake with cream cheese icing.
Wow.
And 5th spot is for sweet potato pie. Try
What kind of sweet potato pie?
Try me. Sweet potato pie.
Oh. I thought you said 4 sweet potato pie.
No.
Those are
5th
brand.
spot is for
Yes.
sweet potato pie.
Yes.
That's
Patty
an
LaBelle.
elite list. I don't think anyone can argue with it.
I mean, I'd love to poke some holes in it, but I mean, it is a solid. I didn't hear anything on there and like, no.
I mean,
You know
there are a
what
lot of desserts. Honorable mention baklava. I have been crushing baklava
Shut
lately.
up, baklava.
I mean,
You just made me tell you shut up. I apologize.
Strong.
Baklava.
Have you had baklava
yes,
recently?
I've had baklava.
It's delicious.
Recently. It was a new recipe.
It's the perfect texture. I've just been on it lately, and I had some last night.
Where do you get baklava from?
From the restaurants that sell baklava.
Oh my Jesus. That's fair. Yeah, keep your anonymity. I don't want you to tell where you go get
Honorable
baklava.
mention baklava.
Pound
Come at me,
cake, banana cream pie,
Ugh.
carrot cake.
Yeah, carrot cake's okay. Cream cheese icing.
Of course. That's
Okay.
the only reason it's in there. And then cream cheese icing is 4 and 5. But baklava.
Baklava is strong.
Oh, you know what I'm getting on now? Macaroons. I'm getting bougie out here. You know what I'm talking about? Those
That's
little...
an LA thing, yeah.
Ooh.
I don't. Macaroons. I can live without them. Like if you were like you have to eliminate a dessert and they were like we can't do any macaroons anymore, I would be okay with it.
That sounds like the
I
strongest
feel like
take on macaroons
macaroons are like Instagram blogger favorite dessert.
ever. Ooh, they are pretty. Pretty
They
good
are pretty.
stuff.
All right, it's time for the petty report.
Yay.
And I won't back down.
Okay. Oh, I love this story so much. I love this story so much.
It is a good one.
It's amazing. It's made for the petty report. So if you missed the drama in the NBA last night, it was not the Cavs Warriors game.
No.
It was in fact the Rockets Clippers game. Now, as we know, Chris Paul is no longer with the Clippers. He's with the Rockets now.
Yes.
And he made his return to Staples Center, which is where the Lakers play, and they let the Clippers hang out. So they lose terribly. The games they play the Chris Paul video tributes,
Yeah.
which I think it was Shannon. Shannon said earlier, everybody doesn't need a video tribute. I don't know if you give Chris Paul. You can't give someone a video tribute when they asked to be traded. Is that fair?
No, of course not.
I think it's enough. I think it's enough of the video tributes. Anyway, so Blake Griffin and Trevor Ariza got tossed out of the game. They were going back and forth. Blake Griffin gets into it with Mark D'Antoni, which is amazing. What? When did Mark
Perfect.
D'Antoni become a thug? He's saying bleep you to Blake Griffin. That seems ill-advised. I don't know. He's feeling strong, I guess, because he punked Blake Griffin, because Blake Griffin is much bigger than him.
Yeah.
Unless Blake just didn't want to lose his job forever.
can't
I don't
make
think he can't grab a coach, huh?
You can't make
I don't know,
that.
man.
You can't do this.
That's
like
aggressive. You might have to get your tie snatched for that, just for a second. Just a
Ooh.
real quick, little.
that. Expose this a clip on.
I don't know, but there's a lot of studio gangster going on here.
Yes, of course.
So that's what happened during the game. But the juicy stuff is what happened after the game. So apparently, Chris Paul led a group of Rockets to the Clippers locker room through a secret tunnel. I mean, nothing in the world comes close to the drama in the NBA. I'm not worried about these housewife shows. Ain't nothing like the NBA.
Reality TV.
Oh, it's just incredible. So they were coming after Austin Rivers because Austin Rivers was hurt. He's in a boot on the sideline talking trash to to everyone on the court
right.
the entire time. And I get it with Austin Rivers. Like, Austin Rivers, he probably gets just a barrage of trash talk every single second that he is in the presence of another human being because he plays for his father, Doc Rivers. I mean, I'm sure of it. Like, he's just had it, so he's talking trash.
Tough sledding.
Anyway, they go to the Clippers locker room. It's Trevor Ariza, it's Clint Capella, it's allegedly Chris Paul, and I'm missing someone else. Who was the other guy that went? I don't know. Oh, James Harden. This is all alleged, okay?
Yes.
James Harden also hurt. They go to the locker room. LAPD has to come. They're apparently trying to fight Blake Griffin and Austin Rivers. And as we discussed, basketball fights, they're like this. They put their foreheads together and they yell at each other and then it gets pushed apart.
Yes.
However, it's seeming like this is really getting more and more serious. It's escalating. But if you're going to go to the locker room, listen, I got stuff to do. If I just took the L, all right, after coming back to the place where I got traded from, I'm talking about Chris Paul, obviously, who, by the way, is the president of the Players Association. So not the best look.
Strong leadership.
Not the best look. I'm fighting somebody.
Right.
I mean, I walked over here.
But if you're going to fight somebody, you got to bring some other people other than NBA players because they're not about that action.
They're not about that action, Ross. They're not about it.
No.
Catch me outside. But this is the problem, though. Like, they're all going to get fined. They're all going to get fined, possibly suspended, because you can't have players going. You can't have players publicly going like this to the locker room. You remember this happened with Carmelo Anthony?
Yep.
And Kevin Garnett. Sorry, Kevin Garnett, like, real studio gangster. Just saying that. I don't care.
Don't do that to Area 21.
Huh?
Don't do that to Area 21.
You know what? Thank you for bringing up Area 21 because that was where the studio gangsterness got solidified.
Solidified.
Because you're gonna have the whole team on there whining and complaining about Ray Allen left us.
He did.
He didn't even say goodbye.
I thought that was well done. I thought people who didn't speak shouldn't have spoke.
It hurt.
Big Baby Gun Davis looked great.
It actually hurt me to watch that. As a man, that hurt me to watch that. You cannot be in your feelings. You're just in your feelings. You're just all in your feelings right now.
Sure.
Every single one of you are in your feelings.
It wasn't nice to see that they actually care about this. It actually bothers them.
All of you are in your feelings.
They lose sleep over
You're
it?
professional athletes.
Not no more. None of them.
Okay,
this is what they do.
When it happens, you were professional athletes.
Yeah.
It hurt me as a man. And they're not about that action. And the whole thing is just ridiculous. And there's a lot of people going to get suspended. I'm just saying, if I'm walking over to the locker room.
Yeah. I'm rooting for those two to meet in the finals. Or not in the finals, in the playoffs now.
Well, they play 2 more times, so we'll see what happens. But it's the pettiness of that. Where's the secret tunnel?
Right? Chris Paul know about it, so it got to be real
He's
secret.
I just imagining him like leading them through the secret tunnel to get to the other locker room.
Goonie
and then
style.
banging on the door. And then Austin Rivers and Blake just sitting there. It's amazing. All right. So petty. I love it so much. I can't decide whose side I'm on, though. I think I'm on Clint Capella's side because Clint Capella went to the front of the locker room.
Yeah. He also got blocked really bad during that game.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe that's why. We started this last week, and we're going to do it again. It's the All We Do Is Win award. We actually started it for the New Year's superlative show.
Keep the energy
going.
But
because we award losers every week, we decided to be nice and award a winner, Calais Campbell, who I do like.
Yes, love him.
From the U. He plays for the Jaguars, and he correctly predicted the score of the game, 45-42, over the Steelers, which is pretty amazing. It's a very high-scoring game.
Yeah, I mean,
just off cuff nail on the head.
But the first one was 0-2,
right?
Or 2-0. It's like that's not going to happen.
No, but 45-42 did happen, and he nailed it. So he should buy a lottery ticket. However, special shout out to Shane Missler, my new friend.
Yes.
Who just won $451 million in the Mega Millions, which brings me to my lottery question that I ask every time this happens. 20 years old. 20 years old. He's retired now. He took the payout, which would be $281.2 million. If you win the lottery for $450 million, do you take the buyout or do you get the check? Take the lump sum or you get the check every month?
Check every month. Check every month.
That's not the answer.
Yes, when you said you asked the question.
What do you mean? What if you die? What if you die?
What do you mean? What if I die? I'm going to die regardless.
I'm offering you $280 million right now.
I'm not going to do nothing with all that. I'm just going to leave it. I don't trust myself with money, Joy. I don't trust myself with money. You give me all that money,
You hear that, bosses?
I'll probably end up.
Brandon does not trust himself with more money. You can save yourself some trouble in a few years.
I would end up buying one of my boss's houses and just having them pay me rent. Like, that's why I'll do stupid stuff like that. I don't know
That's
what to do with
actually a
that
good
money.
idea. Then
Is that a
someone
good
is
idea?
paying your mortgage for you. Yeah, that's kind of how people build wealth. They buy property and then
I don't know nothing about
have
that,
other
Joy. I
people
don't know
pay
nothing
for
about
their
building wealth
thing.
and all that savings
Obviously
accounts
not,
and-
because if you won the lottery, you're going to get a stupid check every month instead of getting $280 million off top.
We can go to Cracker Barrel anytime. I'll take my family
I like
out.
Cracker Barrel. I don't understand the hate for Cracker Barrel.
Right?
Like, this menu's too big. Who gets anything other than breakfast at Cracker Barrel? You're a sociopath. If you get anything other than breakfast at Cracker Barrel, there's something wrong with you, and I wouldn't trust your opinion anyway.
Green bean casserole on the side. I mean, that's fine.
Green bean casserole?
Yeah, you can do
Maybe
that.
that's okay. But anything else is off the board. Get yourself some pancakes and some hash browns and some sausage links. Maybe some eggs. Orange juice, coffee. There you go. You're good. Everything is perfect. All right, loser power rankings. Loser power rankings.
Loser power rankings. These are the losers of the week.
All right, the Browns. Still losers. Still losers, these Browns.
2018.
First of all,
Yeah.
Buster Skrine told TMZ that there's one thing that the Browns still could do, even being 0-16
What?
this season, which is beat Alabama. Which leads me to my official worst sports take of all time. If you're the person that has the conversation about whether a college team could beat a professional team,
Yes.
you should not be allowed to have conversations about sports. That's coming from a woman who talks about sports. I'm aware of the irony of that situation.
Stop.
Okay?
Stop.
I get it, YouTube. You should. How many professional players are on Alabama?
They'll probably get.
The answer is 0. They all play college. Right now, they all play college. How many professional players play for the Cleveland Browns?
Is it 52?
The answer is all of them because they all play professional.
Yes.
So it's not comparable. The Browns would destroy Alabama.
Yes, they would.
Easily. It would give them their one win for the season. So I don't like that conversation. However, they're also taking the L this week because the Philadelphia Eagles inexplicably are underdogs at home back-to-back weeks. And because of that, they're very offended. So they're all going to be wearing dog masks this week. A few of them came out with dog masks last week to protest being disrespected. They said they're being treated like the Cleveland Browns, which is just absurd. No one's treating you like the Cleveland Browns. No one gets treated like the Cleveland Browns except for the Cleveland Browns.
The Browns could be number 3 in loser power rankings every week.
So all Philadelphia fans, they've sold out of those masks apparently on Amazon, which is pretty impressive actually, because Amazon, I feel like they have like a lot.
They keep stuff stocked.
So the entire stadium is going to be full of Philly fans with dog masks. And also they are looking to hire Ben McAdoo. No eyebrow having Ben McAdoo is headed to the Browns apparently. So
Hopefully not as a head coach.
no, offensive coordinator.
Okay. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, feel good about that?
I
Feel
mean,
good about
Odell
that as a Browns
Beckham
fan?
loved him. I'm sure. What's his name? What are we talking about? He's good. We love him. He came back.
Josh
Thank
Gordon.
you, Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon did something Ben McAdoo.
Not happy about that. All right, Sean Payton is my number 2 loser this week. And obviously the Saints lost in devastating fashion. And you would think I'd be giving it to Marcus Williams, but I'm not because I feel bad for him.
Good for you.
Is that I feel like a good person that I feel bad for him.
Yes,
I don't
you
always
should.
consider myself to be a good person. I feel like that's good karma points, right?
No, these moments need to be highlighted for sure.
I mean, it is his fault that they lost. But I'm not going to make him a loser this week because I feel bad for him. However, Sean Payton decided to start taunting Vikings fans with the skull chant.
Yeah. Which I still don't understand that chant.
With 25 seconds left. We know how that ended. He also you thought he would have learned his lesson in week 14 because he gave the choking sign to the Falcons,
Yes.
and then they lost that game too.
I love Sean
Don't you
Payton.
chill out with you're not about this life, Sean Payton, all right? You got some bad juju on the talking trash, so maybe just stop with that. I do like that chant though.
Skull.
There's nothing interesting about the Vikings to me, but the skull chant is was that funny? They're not. What's interesting about the Vikings? Nothing.
Everything.
Name one thing.
Their purple jerseys.
Okay, what happens when they wear white?
I
Debunked.
just wait till they're
Anyway,
purple
the
jerseys.
skull chant is kind of cool though.
Yes. Yeah. I don't get it.
No?
I don't get it.
Chris
Is it-
Carter would obviously disagree.
Are they
I
talking
love you,
about-
Chris. I obviously you would disagree with
Are they
this,
talking
but
about the dip? Like the stuff you put in your
dip
lip?
is dip is disgusting. Have
Is
you ever
it?
dipped?
Yes. I mean, I went to high school in Kentucky.
Fair.
Yes, I dipped.
Did you
I
throw
remember
up? Did you throw up the first time?
The first time I was at a baseball game with some friends. They were Caucasians, and
You didn't have to clarify that.
Yeah, no. But I just want to be fair. And oh my God, I might get some tonight just to get that buzz again. That's crazy. It's weird. It's such a weird feeling. Ugh, it's so gross. Do they even sell it in LA? I bet they don't sell dip in LA.
I bet they don't. I would not be surprised. That would be an LA thing if they don't sell dip. Dip is disgusting.
Ugh. I know you dipped.
Huh?
I know you
No.
dipped. You never dipped?
No.
All the time
Why
you
would
go
I dip when I could just smoke Black and Mild?
Yeah, I guess. But, I mean.
Unlike Shannon, I've actually done that.
Thank you for saying it.
Dipping, I cannot be associated with that. That is off-brand. Okay? I mean, walk out with the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, and the spit. I almost drank dip spit once.
Ooh, I'm sure everybody has.
That was very close to a breakup.
Spicy. Ugh. Don't put it in the Coke can. Ugh.
Oh, it's so gross.
When do we talk about dip?
All right, finally, number one loser this week, unfortunately, are the Steelers. I didn't have a good feeling about this game, and it's looking like this might be the end of the Killer Bees.
Ooh.
Ben's been talking about retiring for a couple years now.
Yes.
And Le'Veon Bell has he was tweeting with his own predictions about looking ahead to the second round, and he's talking about retiring, or if he doesn't get the franchise tag, I don't know what he's talking about. Like, he wants all the money in the world, which he probably deserves, but you know, how are we gonna make this all work? I don't know, and I don't feel good about it. I feel like this was the year that you needed to make it happen. If it doesn't happen by next year, I think it's done. And Mike Tomlin on any other franchise, I think, would probably be up for the conversation would start happening about him actually getting fired. But the Steelers don't fire coaches.
No.
So I don't really know what's going to happen, but
Todd Haley maybe. But that's the thing.
Yeah, Todd Haley is probably the one that eats it. But
they need to spend less money on the offense side of the ball and more money on the defense side of the ball.
100% with you. There's nothing that needs to be tweaked on the offensive side of the ball. They're obviously elite on the offensive side of the ball. But as we're seeing from this championship weekend, it's imperative that you have a defense that is strong. And I think in everyone's mind, it's kind of like what happens with the Ravens every year. Like they're so branded as defensive teams that we forget that they're not that same defensive team. Like, if you look at the Steelers, you expect to see Palomalu flying around, and obviously they got rid of James Harrison, and you think of them as these elite defensive teams because that's what their brand is, but that's not really what they are anymore. The Steelers are an offensive team. Yeah. And that's why what happened. You couldn't blame that. You can't blame that game on Ben Roethlisberger. He threw 5 touchdowns. You can't blame it on him.
You can't blame it on Antonio Brown either.
No.
Fantastic.
No. They're an amazing offensive team, but they're number one losers this week because I think this was the year they had to break through. And I don't know if it's going to happen next year. And then after that, I think it's done.
Ravens time. Move over, Steelers.
Yeah, okay. All right, what's your gut data fact?
So like I said, I have some sound for you. I think I'm ready now.
Okay.
You ready? Mm-hmm. This is just a little look back in the last couple episodes.
Okay.
Okay, and how we talk about Blake Bortles.
Okay.
Some say Blake Bortles isn't a good quarterback. Others who are right and are following my logic say he's the LeVar Ball of quarterbacks. He's changing the game. The Bills obviously lost to the great Blake Bortles. We all know that would happen.
He passed for 87 yards.
Yeah, he rushed for 88. Double threat.
Listen.
UCF, the team that Blake Bortles created. Blake Bortles is very good.
What is your obsession with Blake Bortles?
He's a man. He's a man of a man. Okay. I've said Blake Bortles is the Brad Johnson of this team.
I don't want to hear any more about Blake Bortles.
So, that's a little quick recap of our Blake Bortles conversation.
Okay.
We're clearly on two different sides.
Obviously.
Gut data led me to Joy Taylor will finally change her opinion on the great Blake Bortles when he goes into Foxborough and destroys Tom Brady and the Patriots.
Destroys.
That's a strong word, but I'm going to stick by it. Gut data.
Your gut data is correct. If Blake Bortles goes to Foxborough.
Don't try to disrespect.
And beats, what? It's Blake Bortles.
Okay,
am I saying it wrong?
Bortles? I'll be honest with you. I guess every time.
If Bortles goes to Foxborough
yes.
and beats Tom Brady, destroys Tom Brady, as you said.
Yes.
One, we are literally living in an alternate universe. And we should all be afraid. Yes. We have to figure out how to we're like in Pirates of the Caribbean, where you like flips the ship. We're on the other side, okay? That's a given, okay? We've fallen into the black hole. No one wants to tell us. A. B, I will obviously give Blake Bortles some respect if he can do that. I will admit that I can admit when I'm wrong. I've never been wrong, but if that happens, I will admit that I'm wrong and Blake Bortles is for real.
Oh my God. Okay, well,
So your gut data is correct.
I appreciate it. Now
I have zero concern about having to make this admission because I am 100% positive that Tom Brady's going to make it rain.
100% though. Let's get real percentage. What percentage the chance the Jags have of beating the Patriots this weekend?
So anything can happen, right? Any given Sunday, it's a game
Yes.
of inches,
Al
right?
Pacino.
We know this. So I will give them a 0.01% chance of beating Tom Brady.
0.01.
Yes,
You
there is a
childish.
chance.
You
I'm childish.
That's childish.
I think that's generous, actually.
It's impossible if that's generous.
Jalen Ramsey guaranteed they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so it's going to happen.
He has spoke of the Patriots as if they don't exist. We've been over this. Bill Belichick has a deal with the devil. Ain't nothing stronger than the devil except for God.
That's true.
So, I mean,
I didn't think about the
does
devil as
Jalen
part of
Ramsey
it.
have a deal with God? Possibly.
Maybe
we don't know about it.
I don't know.
That's what can defeat the devil, as we know. That's in the good book. So that's how I feel about it. So I have no concern. Anything can happen.
But my gut data was right.
Maybe Tom Brady will accidentally eat some tomatoes or something, and then they'll have a chance. But other than that, as long as nobody slips any extra, what's the other thing he doesn't eat? Strawberries, right? He eats strawberries.
Yeah.
Too many
Antioxidants?
pesticides. Yeah. I don't know, I love strawberries. More for me. Anyway, but your gut data fact's correct.
Okay.
I'm with you on that.
So you respect them.
I will give him the spec on his name if he beats Tom Brady. Which is
Jags-Vikings Super Bowl.
not gonna happen.
Book
Ugh,
it.
Jesus, please.
Heading to Minnesota and book
Literally,
my
I'm
flight
praying
now.
that doesn't happen. As hard as I'm praying for that not to be the Super Bowl, is as hard as I'm praying for Boston to beat the Cavs in the East Finals.
We'll see who's right.
I think I deserve that bit of happiness. I've been a good person. I didn't say anything bad about Marcus Williams today. I deserve that.
That's fair, yes.
Thanks for joining us on the Maybe I'm Crazy podcast. I'm Joy Taylor. It's Brandon Newman. Make sure you subscribe and download and leave us a nice rating, even if you don't like it, because we like nice ratings.
I love the YouTube comments. They're gonna heat.
I told you to stop reading the YouTube comments.
Heat.
All right, that's on you. You represent both of us on the YouTube comments. How's that? All right, we'll catch you guys next week.
Bye.
Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm crazy, baby.